All right, hopefully we're back. The stream went down. Same thing that happened with Darkest Dungeon earlier. The stream just crashed. It's open broadcast software, just crashed again today. Okay, so just to recap, it did come at like a transition moment, so that's kind of interesting. We had Catherine was eliminated by Pakal. So didn't put this on here. All right, I don't know how much of that you saw. I marked in that Kathy was eliminated and then gave Pakal the kill credit for 2. And then I don't know if this was shown on stream. I mentioned that Catherine was eliminated for Myth and his fantasy team, and then Pakal picked up the kill credit there as well. Okay, so hopefully we're all caught up. Sadly, this will have to be 2 recordings for YouTube, unfortunately. But I think that that's where we are. Stream crashed, yep. Okay. No, we wanted to refresh the map. All right. So we got 3 AIs left. 3 AIs still alive in the game. So you missed all points. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know when it crashed because on my end it was saying that the open broadcast software still said it was streaming just fine. Okay. So here's the state of the game, right? Is Hattie's going for the cultural victory. Her 3rd city is Heliopolis, right here. Currently says it's only 29 turns left until it hits culture. Now, it is right in the line of fire. The 3 legendary cities are Thebes, Memphis, Heliopolis. So Thebes is pretty safe, Memphis, Heliopolis. So it's just how, can this hit before Monty manages to go back to war. He is already plotting war. He's going for it. And I mean, it's obvious who he's going for. He's peaceful furious with Monty. So how long does it take? Every turn that we click gets Hattie 1 turn closer to victory. Every turn that we hit here. All right, and Hattie also has called a UN vote as well. Now, if Monty wins, now would Pakal actually vote for him in the UN? It's +4. I mean, it's possible. Now, this is the Secretary General vote, not the diplomatic victory vote. But Monty plus Pakal definitely have enough to get over the top for the Diplo victory because Hattie only has 20%. So it'll be Monty against Hattie. You're always nominated for the UN when you build the UN. So if it's Monty against Hattie, Pakal will have the opportunity to cast the winning vote for Monty if he wants. But of course, the vote actually has to be held too. All right. So Pakal does vote for Monty for the Secretary General, but that's different from the actual victory vote. Yeah, Pakal looks like he's actually going to have tanks before Monty, which is kind of interesting. Again, Pakal's research is actually quite good. That financial alive, I think he's actually caught up to Monty. Monty went for flight first. All right, so as he said, Monty is plotting war, but he hasn't declared it yet. 25 turns. Well, timer is ticking. Also, if he captures cities in the wrong order, that could be a problem too. All right. Not declaring war on this turn. I mean, we'll know. You'll see a billion green units fly across the borders when it happens. I mean, if Monty declares war, he's gonna hit domination if he declares. Well, I think so. He's still not quite there on the population side. All right, just watching this border, waiting to see if the combat's gonna break out. Again, every turn gets Caddy a little bit closer. 22 turns now. She's getting close. Monty just changed to state property, which is a good civic given his immense size. He still hasn't declared yet. He supposedly is plotting war, but he hasn't declared yet. He has air power now, and he's about to have artillery, which should make it easy. All right, uni-suffrage and a wasted resolution. Irrelevant. All right, 19 turns. Getting tense. Getting kind of tense here. When's Monty going to pull the trigger? So uni-suffrage vote goes through. It's another turn he doesn't declare. As I said, every turn that goes by gets us closer. I mean, his stack is right here. All right, he has 197 units in this stack. So if this stack immediately pushes for Heliopolis, which I feel like they would almost have to, but I guess they could also head down here, although then Thebes and Memphis would be targets too. Is he going to declare war? Like, when's he going to pull the trigger? Have to figure he's plotting, but he's really running the timer down here. We're down to just 17 more turns. Getting close. So there's the first city going legendary. Thebes legendary on turn 264. Also researching industrialism. But not going to matter if he waits much longer. Still waiting. By the way, Pakal is apparently also plotting war, so there's that. Apparently. Getting tight here. Getting tight. I mean, this is quite a few turns going by without a war declaration. I mean, we're getting low on time here. 15 turns. That's not a lot of time remaining in this one. Pakal, please declare on Monty. Yeah, that would be pretty funny if that's the way the game ends. Oh, there it is. All right, this turn we get the war declaration, but you still got to get to one of the legendary cities. Oh man, it's funny how a game between silly AIs can create this kind of tension when watching. Really exciting stuff, right? Like, I don't have to fake play this up. This is genuinely exciting. Can he get to one of the legendary cities? I don't know if he is going for Heliopolis. It looks like he might. Well, I mean, if he goes for Memphis, that's just as good, because that's another legendary city as well. This is the Doom stack here. Where is it going? 3 artillery. Should be able to take down defenses pretty fast. That's the Doom stack, so that's where we really need to watch. There's another smaller stacks running around too. But this is the big one, so where's it going? If he faffs around again and doesn't pick a target, it's not going to be, I mean, if it's like the last time. All right, well, heading down here. Oh boy, he could be going for Asyut instead of Heliopolis. That would be pretty funny if he declares war but captures the wrong cities. We're 13 turns away. Hattie just threw a bunch of cannons at it, but they blasted. Looks like they blasted through Hattie's cannons, but will he stop now to heal the stack? Although actually, if the artillery falls a turn behind, that actually could be good for Monty if he just attacks. He could go for Asyut, he could go for Memphis, he could go for Thebes. He's got a couple of different options here. And Heliopolis is 13 turns away as it tries to build units. Oh, we can't see the graphs here. Had he lost some units there, but not a significant amount. Where is this stack going? Where is this stack going? Oh boy. Now it's one tile away from Asyut, but it's also one tile away from Thebes. He could be going for either one of these. He might have time enough to take both, too. It's Thebes. Some people think it's Asyut, some people think it's Thebes. Very, very close here. All right. Which tile is it going to? Pakal's got a spy running around here, too. Oh, it looks like it's Thebes. Oh, it looks like it's Thebes. And there are no siege units in this stack. Memphis has achieved legendary culture. God, this is close. There are no siege units in this stack, so I have to imagine he's just going to attack. And there are how many units in this stack? 194? I'm pretty sure he just slams this stack in here because there's no siege units in this stack, right? Maybe I'm wrong. By the way, there's also a little raiding force of Cavs up here. Heliopolis is 12 turns away. It's slowed down a little bit because it was building units instead of building culture. All right. Well, let's see if he does take this city. Oh man, is he going to stop to bombard for some reason, or is he just attack? What's going to happen? If he stops, he probably loses the game. No, he did. He just slammed in and did what he needed to do and took the city. Wow. And Pakal also is. Oh, Pakal is piling in too. Wow. All right. The third city is Pyramses, which is really far behind. Pyramses is up here. 45 turns is not going to happen. 45 turns is not going to happen. Wow. I think that's it. Also at 8 wars. All right. Well, if Monty can win by domination, he needs to take out. If he captures most of Egypt, he should have what he needs for domination. Where is Pakal, by the way? Did he even move in a stack? He probably just got bought into the war, if that's it. All right. Pakal and Monty, the tag team here. Um, Now I was watching the progress of that stack, but I was curious if Monty did he ever pick up industrial? Okay, he did pick up industrialism, so we should be seeing Aztec tanks somewhere. Building a sacrificial altar. Yeah, he's got some tanks in production. So I think Pakal was bought into the war because I don't see a Pakal stack anywhere. Maybe I'm missing it though. Yeah, Pakal also has tanks. It's true. It's just that in terms of power, Monty is so much stronger. I mean, actually, he's not that much stronger. It's relatively close. Pakal, despite having a fraction of the territory, is hanging in there. All right, well, let's see where this stack goes next. Just might as well continue focusing the Doom stack. Can literally just turn and take the next city, you would think. So I don't think Hattie can win at this point. She would have to recapture her capital, and I don't see how she can ever do that. Oh, here we go. Here comes Pakal's stack. Okay, he's got a pretty good stack of his own. 117 units of his own running around. If Pakal can take enough cities to deny Monty domination, then he probably wins by space. So that's also in play too. I am hoping Monty wins by domination because I have Pakal for second and I have domination as the victory condition. So all of that would be great for me. Because I don't think that Monty can outrace Pakal to space, but I could be wrong. So a fair amount hinges on who captures what city here, in all honesty. Pakal's kind of like been vulturing his way across the continent in all these matches. A free religion, okay. By the way, where is the UN? Because that determines who the Secretary General is. The UN, it's still being held. It's in Memphis. Okay, in Memphis here, because if Monty takes over then the UN, then he just goes against Pakal and the vote gets split. But there's still the outside chance of Diplo victory while Hattie is the one being nominated. Although it looks like this stack is moving to Memphis, so I don't think that's going to be retained for much longer in Hattie's hands. Anyway, Heliopolis looks like it's going to get taken by Pakal here, because that's where all his tanks are. Okay, global free religion. Yeah, this stack should easily be able to capture that. And this stack is here. So I think both Memphis and Heliopolis are going to fall on this turn, which means that this is going to be pretty much the death now for Hattie. I mean, really, the loss of Winter Capital fell. That was it. But these are two of her other best cities, and they're also presumably going to be collapsing here. Yep. So again, so Monty is on 51%, 52%. Although I think that when Hattie's borders go away, he's going to eat up. He's going to grab a lot more culture here. Yeah, Maya's territory is pretty weird. Pretty weird. All right, so now the race is just who gets what. Percentage of population, that's a good question. Can Pakal deny him domination just because of population? I don't think it's that high. It feels like Pakal does not have that much population, but I could be wrong. There's a lot of units moving around on the map right now. So Asyut got captured. Monty is actually having some success at taking cities just with dropping paratroopers in. Using flight, he's just para-dropping them in, and because Hattie's defending with, grenadiers, paratroopers can easily beat them. All right, population. Right now, Pakal has, he actually has a high percentage of world population, 37%. That's almost enough to block the domination just on his own. That's pretty high. How does he have that high of a population? Doesn't it? Are Monty's cities like small or something? That said, a lot of Monty's cities still have room to grow. A lot of them are being held down by like war weariness, and like this city can't grow because it's culture crushed. So it depends on how many cities each gets here at the end of the game. Bakal probably needs to get he definitely needs to get more than just Heliopolis if he's gonna stave off Aztec domination. About how much longer might this game run? I would say a half hour or less, probably about 30 more minutes. Yeah, I'd say about 30 more minutes because we're in the ending stages here. Just masses of units moving everywhere. I think Pyramneses is next in line to get captured, but we'll see. With the units being para-dropped in, it's kind of hard sometimes to know what's actually being attacked and what's not. But I think it's Pyramneses. No, not enough time to grab William. Definitely not enough time to grab William. But I'm happy to show, we have like a billion pictures of him. I'm happy to show like a picture or a video of him just for those who haven't seen how our little guy's doing. Yeah, there's just like a gazillion units here. It looks like Hyrcanopolis is going to get taken out by this stack here. So far, only one city has actually gone to Pakal, but I think he's going to get Pyramneses too. Especially because he just para-dropped in a whole bunch of units. Yeah. Well, this was super dramatic earlier, and now it's not quite as dramatic because we're down to, like, we know that Hattie's been taken out. So there's only a handful of units here. Yeah, Pakal is 100% going to get this city. Giza, wait, Giza, where is Giza? That was also taken? Oh, over here. Okay. Yeah, Monty is getting almost everything. I think Pakal is just going to get these two cities and maybe Byblos, which is still not bad, but he's going to be surrounded by Aztec culture on every side, which is going to make it a little trickier. Poor Hattie, put up quite a fight in this game. Oh wow, that's a lot of Hattie cities falling simultaneously. But sadly, it looks like this is going to be another 0-point score for her, which is really unfair. Yeah, Monty should be able to get over the domination requirements, I think, especially if he gets the kill credit here. Somehow Monty doesn't have a kill credit. Oh wait, yes he does. He got the Elizabeth kill credit earlier in this game. Yeah, Hattie's almost entirely gone now. So who's going to get the extra score the extra point? There are only 4 units in this city. It's possible that oh my god. I was going to say it's possible that Pakal gets the kill because he has 1 unit here. And that's what happened. Monty killed all but 1 unit and then Pakal got it. So Pakal vultures another kill in this game. He got 3 kills in this game. Monty had like most of the units around here, but yeah, okay. I mean, that could matter when we're very close to the... It's really the population issue. The land issue is not going to be a problem. It's the pop issue. All right, anyway, let's mark this in our scoreboard real quickly. It's the pop requirement that's going to be the tricky one here. All right, so... But I think Monty gets over the hump because a lot of his cities are going to be able to grow. Still, that one city at the very end might be enough to swing it. It's close. It's close. All right, so this was Hatshepsut. Poor Hattie. She deserved a better fate. Okay, how do I do this again? This is turn 282. 282. Okay. 7, turn 282. Okay. Pakal gets another. I mean, like, Pakal has not. This is not a knock on Pakal, who's still standing at the end of this game, but this really was not like a 3-kill performance, which is normally like super duper dominant. Monty is the one who probably should have 3 kills, and Pakal have 1. I'm just saying. I'm not hating on Pakal. It's just he has been very lucky in this game to get 3 kills. All right. Anyway, so for fantasy purposes, Hattie sadly scores no points despite playing an amazing game. And then Call gets another point. 3 points for his kills. I swear, if he ends up winning Spaceship at the end of this, I'm going to be a little annoyed at how he somehow managed to get Spaceship. All right. No angry call mode today. No, no, he's very happy. All right. So the question is just, can Monty can he hit domination here? By the way, there's also the possibility that Monty just declares war on Pakal. That's also a possibility too. Like he can also get the land requirement that way too. um, that's also a possibility as well. So anyway, cities will come out of resistance over the upcoming turns, and yeah, he already has the land requirement. He just needs the population is the thing. So he needs to just grow all these cities. I I do think that this 10 pop, that's a swing of 20 population points, him getting that instead of Monty. I do wonder if that's going to make a difference here in terms of hitting domination or not. But as I said, Monty could also just plot war against Bakal too. He's not plotting war currently, but we should also take a quick look at the actual state of the tech race between them. So Pakal still needs most of the future age, information age. I don't know what this is called. Monty is slightly ahead of him in terms of tech. It's close, but I think Monty is a very slightly ahead. And then in terms of research rate, Pakal's at 2,800, and okay, this is lower, but Monty is also upgrading units. So they have roughly comparable research rates too. It looks like. If Monty wins by domination here, I'm going to have an outstanding score in the picking contest, like a really good score. All right, he's 60%. What is the actual percentage? He's actually almost 61% here. But calls it 39% though. Does that block it? Yeah, but that's a block. He needs 64. He can't get that right now unless he lowers Pakal's pop. I'm still wondering if capturing this city has been enough to flip the results. I don't think Monty can win by domination unless he takes over another city. I really think that this city might have actually flipped it, like this 10 point. Pyramses was given over. Oh, wait, yeah. Pyramses was just given over. You're right. That city was given over. Okay. So now Monty's at 61%, Pakal 38%. He also only needs 63% for some reason. I don't know why the requirement just changed. So he's very close. Like very close. And again, some of these cities do have room to grow, like this city here. So I don't know. We'll just keep next turning and see what happens, right? It feels like domination is likely to happen from here because the AI will often start running the culture slider when that happens. Yeah, obviously they're just going to vote for themselves in the UN and split the vote. So yeah, he's at 68% land area. It's just like when you're at, it's rare to see an AI get this high on the land area requirement. I'm surprised he has not managed to get the population requirement with this much land. I mean, like the whole map is the green, the light green. Pakal's got like a bluish green color there. No, he can't win by Diplo. You beyond the sword, you can't vote yourself the winner. Someone else has to vote for you. So it's not possible to win. It's no longer possible to win a Diplo victory. In the original game, you could just vote yourself the winner, which I actually liked. Is backdoor domination by diplomatic victory, but they took that out. And beyond the sword, you have to have someone else vote for you, or you can't win, which is a little bit silly. All right, so yeah, I mean he's at 61%, but that doesn't that doesn't get you. You need 63, and he's at 61 and a half. I swear, if the one random Pakal unit had not sniped this city, that would have probably ended the game. It was the swing of this city ended up mattering. Anyway, so is he plotting war? He sure as heck is. Which is a shame because I'm on 8 wars, but it looks like we're gonna have one more. I mean, they're both very strong in terms of power, but I mean, Monty is just so much bigger. There's no way. So it looks like he's just going to declare war, and it looks like it's going to be one more war declaration and then end the game that way. Like, you can't get Monty to 61.5% land area and have him just sit back and not continue fighting. He's going to look to finish things off at some point. I suppose Pakal could also. Pakal is not plotting war, by the way. Um, so yeah, Pakal does have robotics, which is a pretty nice tech. They actually both have robotics now. They both have the mechs. The most Monty ending possible. Yeah, so we're just kind of next turning here until Monty either gets over the limit. I mean, he's stuck at 2 percentage points short right now. He's actually just about to hit 62. So he is actually slowly ticking up that pop requirement. And I think it's just because a lot of his captured cities are growing. Oh, and there it is. Apparently he went over the limit anyway. I guess a city went over the requirement or something. It wasn't a war declaration. So he just won anyway by domination. I guess I don't know quite what happened. Maybe a bunch of cities grew population points, but or Pakal lost. Oh yeah, some of Pakal's cities were starving. Yeah, some of these captured cities were starving. So that's it. Turn 292. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have a good score on this one. I don't think I won, but I think I have a pretty good one. All right, so Monty first, Pakal second. Wow, what a game! What a game, Monty. I thought he might never win a game, but it does prove anyone can win a game of AI Survivor. All right. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and watch the replay, and then we'll get to all our scoring stuff after that. Okay. So, what were the big things on this map? I think the single biggest thing in the early game is okay. Two things in the early game as we watch the replay. Number one, Pakal did not found an early religion. That was big because if Pakal and Monty both had two different religions, they would not have been able to become friends the way they were in this game, or at least it would have been much harder. So I'd say that's number one. And then number two, Monty very slow to declare war. He did not run off and fight at a super early date. Did not happen. Number three, Elizabeth in this game had a good initial opening, but like when she lost that city to the Barbs, it just threw her game off so badly. And her weakness was what allowed Monty to grow strong. And like that's the other big thing. Um, so those were all really crucial factors in the early game. I will then say the other big factor in the late game here, as we watch Pakal take out Germany. So Pakal eating Germany is the reason why he got second. Like that's how he got the second place finish. This made him strong enough. If he had been stuck with his original core, he probably does not take a top two finish. Okay, the other thing I want to mention is when the Aztec versus Egypt war, the first one happened. By the way, that is a weird shape on the map. That final city capture down here was super important. I'm going to try to pull it out because here it is. Hatshepsut makes peace. This one, Elephantine. If this city does not get sniped at the very end of the war, like literally captured and then sign peace the next turn, if that doesn't happen, Hattie wins the game. If that doesn't happen, Hatshepsut wins by culture because that was one of her three best cultural cities. She would have had enough time to win by culture if that had happened. So in terms of the alternate, I mean, and it was still close, right? Like Hattie got down, she was literally 10 turns away from winning when she lost her legendary cities. I actually think watching this game, I think Hattie's going to win a lot of alternate histories because she was very close in this game. And I think that Elizabeth got unlucky in this game with the Barb City getting lost. With Monty coming after her, I think Monty will go after Pakal in some games. I actually think that Hattie's probably going to win a lot. So I think my initial read on the game was pretty good. But Kathy was not as strong as I thought. Maybe she'll do better in other games. Her research was pretty. Her early tech path was just bad in this game. Maybe she'll be stronger in other games. But I think I was right about Pakal. I was right that I mean we all knew Frederick was going to be garbage. But I think my biggest misread was saying that Liz would be the other strong leader. It's Hattie. Hatshepsut's the other strong leader on this map. It's I think Hattie might actually win the most games in the alternate histories because I think she's going to win by culture a lot. Um, so I think Hatshepsut might have actually been the correct pick to win in this one. I'm also very interested in doing alternate histories to see that happen. So we got the Monty Diplo ending, but yeah. All right. So